To show your real estate today, I'm Paul Jamison, Jamison Realty with Keller Williams, Jamison Property Investments, Jamison Property Management. Here as your host today. We're glad you're with us on this strangely drizzly / overcast / whatever Saturday it is. I'm ready for warm weather. I don't know about the rest of you. But anyway, we're here. We're live from the WBT studios in the Jamison Realty Studios here at WBT. I'm here with my good friend Preston Sandlin from Home Inspection Carolina. He is back to share a lot of good insight. Hey, Preston.
Hey, thanks for having me, Paul.
Glad you're with me. And so we've got a lot to talk about today. I'm going to give you a little bit of an update about what's going on in the marketplace. We're going to talk about 7 hottest outdoor accessories. And then we're going to do some reflections from some of the things that I saw this week as people prepare to put their house on the market. Preston's going to give us some spring home maintenance checklist items and some GFCI ground fault
circuit interrupters. You almost got it. You were close.
I just say GFCI. That's it.
Close enough for
government. The
government.
outlet with the button on it stuff. So we're going to talk a little bit about that and much more. And remember, this is live. I got my old buddy George on the board today. Welcome back, George.
Thanks, sir. And
we have got the phone lines open. So here's what happens. You dial this number. 704-570-1110, 704-570-1110. All right, George is here. He picks up the phone. You put your question to him along with your phone number in case we lose you, and then we put you on the air. So the show is about real estate. So if you're calling to talk about anything other than that, I'm not so sure we'll have the answer. We might make up something. But it is about real estate, anything having to do with your home. If you're a buyer, a seller, an investor, you're an individual investor and you've got some management things going on, you're thinking about making changes to your house and you want to talk about it. And what is the value proposition of that? You have a house, a piece of land, anything having to do with real estate. You know, it's a big subject right now. And I just recorded a spot the other day talking about all the noise out in the marketplace, and there's a lot of it. So let's first talk about some things that are going on right now. Things are heating up, and so are prices. As a matter of fact, I was involved with a transaction with a builder, and right now they're raising their prices 2.5% per quarter.
Wow.
Per quarter.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
Wow.
Okay, that's insane. All right. On the contrary, there's a shortage in the construction workforce, making the market a real challenge to get these houses done. So obviously you can see a part of the problem that these builders are having is the labor to keep up with some of the demand.
Absolutely.
It makes a big difference, doesn't it, Preston?
It does. It does.
Okay, here we go on another subject. Squirrel here, squirrel there. Living with a roommate will save you approximately $650 per month if you live in an apartment. A one-bedroom nationally now averages $1,486 per month, and a two-bedroom $1,650 per month. Dang. Okay. A big shout-out of thanks to Melissa and Jim and Alan Tate. And the only reason I'm doing that is because these folks and I, last night, worked until 11 o'clock to get a deal done last night, way past my bedtime. They did a great job. It was a pleasure to work with them, and I look forward to working with them in the future. Good job, guys, and thank you for your hard work.
No computer algorithm to do that for you.
Yeah, no kidding, man. No Zillow there. All right, rates. You're darn right they're threatening affordability, but, and here's the big BUT, people, we're still facing greater rates than we've faced. I know George and I are old enough, I don't know about you, Preston, to remember the nasty.
My baby pictures are in black and white. I qualify.
That's right. Mine are on rice paper. Okay, so.
On the cave wall.
That's right. If you're thinking about making a move, don't stall too long. Rates are supposed to go up 4 times this year.
Really?
According to the new head of
Just like the builders.
Head of our money. Yeah, exactly. 2.5%. No, they won't go up that much. They won't go up 10% this year. All right. You know the expression, history repeats itself. Well, friends, I just want to say, I think that we are and will face another downturn in the market. It's not time right now, so make hay while the sun shines. Buy, sell, be confident, but be smart. And it reminds me of the expression from the guy that manages the money for my wife and I. I asked him the question. His name's Marty Moore. I asked him, I said, Marty, I said, do you think the market's going to hit 30,000 or 20,000?
Mm-hmm.
And he said, yes. It's just a matter of which way it's going to go first.
Right.
History will repeat itself.
Well, Paul, let me ask you something. If the rates are definitely going up, isn't it a good time to lock in?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Make hay while the sun shines now.
Right.
Okay. What the hail, Hail, hail damage can affect your roof and even your windows. Check it out before you list your house. One of the worst things to do, Preston, would be to have one of your guys come over, look at the roof, and go, there's hail damage up there.
Right.
Why don't you call your insurance company? In the middle of a transaction, that's not functioning.
Right.
Okay,
Right.
So here again, we're standing up. Preston and I are standing on the counter right now. If you're watching the live feed on Facebook, you know we're not really telling the truth. But let's just say figuratively, we're standing on the counter right now talking into the microphone. This is why you do a pre-inspection.
Right.
Preston!
Right.
This is your big moment.
Yes.
This is the pre-inspection, man.
Get all those problems worked out on the front end before you go into negotiations. Because what happens is, like Paul alluded to, that he and the other agents, that they work out a price. I mean, the seller comes down as much as they're going to come down to. The buyer comes up as much as they're going to come up to. And then you find out you got another problem. And it's going to cost money. It's just, imagine if you could have found out about those problems way early upstream. You could have got multiple estimates. It just would have prevented this thing from going south on the front end.
Yes. YES. There you go. Preston, you get an amen for that.
Can I give you two things about hail damage to know if you got it?
Yes.
All right, 2 ways to know if you got hail damage. If everybody in the neighborhood's got a brand new roof except you. And number two, I mean, I'm not kidding. This is I tell all my guys, look, if everybody's got a new roof, but obviously there's all kinds of different hail damage. But look at the metal on your roof, like your flues or your gutters, and look for little dings in it. That'll be a telltale sign.
Right, and we're not talking about sleet. We're talking about hail damage.
Right.
Last, if you are a flipper, 2017 was a banner year nationally.
Mm-hmm.
However, I don't know about the margins that you had to face, so be careful. It is a betting man's game. 207,088 homes were flipped in 2017, which represents 5.7% of all the sales last year.
Wow.
It is at an 11-year high, but Charlotte didn't even make the list of top flipping cities. Remember, we got 109 people a day coming in.
Yeah.
Okay? Demand is high, inventory is low. Most people don't flip in the upper end, they flip in the lower end, and that is where we are at our worst as it relates to inventory.
Right.
So we're about to go to break. When we come back, we're going to talk about some spring home maintenance things. We got some hot ideas for 2017. Preston is here with Home Inspection Carolina. I'm here, Paul Jamison, your host with Jamison Realty with Keller Williams, Jamison Property Investments, Jamison Property Management. To show you real estate today here on 1110 99.3 WBT.